Alright, we're at the first food plot, place we call Newberry. We just got it mowed, about to load the mower up, take it to another food plot. We're going to stay here with Dakota. We're going to keep plowing this. It's probably a quarter of the way plowed, and almost done with the first of 4 food plots we're doing today. This spot's one of our better buck spots. We have a buck named Spike that was here last year, so we're hoping he'll be back this year. He lived, so that's probably going to be our target buck this year unless something new comes in.
Well guys, we just got sat down in the tree stand. That took about 5-10 minutes to get up in here. And the wind kind of started to die down once we made it up here. I haven't really checked the weather, so I don't know what the wind's supposed to be doing for this evening. But I'd assume it would die down when the sun starts to set. I just got this pullover right now on. It's pretty warm. About 70-something degrees, so we got 2 shooters that have been coming in here consistently. Not so much in daylight, but we'll see. Yesterday they were already deer in here at this time, so it wouldn't surprise me if we have something coming out real soon. Well guys, we just made it back to the stand. It's where we sat last night at Newberry, and probably laid eyes on over 20 deer. There was a pile of deer up on the neighbor's wheat field like throughout the whole evening, and then right at sunset we had almost a dozen cross onto us, and they fed throughout the food plot for the last 15 minutes of legal line, so it felt good to see that many deer, even though we didn't lay eyes on any bucks. It was a good sit, and today it's Halloween. It's a little colder out, as you can tell. Wore some heavier clothes, so hopefully we just see some more deer like we did yesterday. It was a fun sit. Hopefully, Hopefully they come in and start hitting this corn a little harder since the rut is right around the corner like it is. So, guess we'll see what happens.
You can see it right there, the rainbow. Heading out in the rain. Got Caden right here. It is November 23rd. Caden Colby put a buck down last night, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to get permission by Caden's dad to go out on one of their farms after a deer called Spike. It's definitely a unique deer. Super thick at the bases. Got, I don't know, how many points?
At least 10.
Yeah, at least 10 points. I mean, not a great scoring deer, but definitely a mature deer. We're thinking somewhere around 6.5, maybe even older. They have at least 2 to 3 years worth of pictures of them that they know of, and yeah, it's definitely a little late right now to be going out, but with rifle season just started yesterday, people are going to be hunting a lot, especially around here, a really pressured area. That's why Caden had to use a rifle, but I'm out with the bow today, hopefully going to get it done, but we're going to go sit in the rain and have some fun. And, yeah, wish us some luck.
Alright guys, so it's 5:20 and we've been in here for, sadly, only like 30 minutes, but it's because it was raining for quite a while. I mean, since I don't even know, like 2 o'clock or so, but we got in here just in the nick of time because right when we got sat down, like, I don't know, it was like 5 does probably, and then there's a little Spike also with him. He pushed him out. We didn't have any cameras up or anything. He pushed him out, chasing him, and then we were able to set this up. Caden dropped the mic. I got out of the ladder stand, and then as I'm trying to get the mic, I grab the mic and throw it up to him, and then I look up and there's a little Spike. That Spike's back again, and then we might have spooked him a little bit right there. It should be alright, but I still have a little bit of time left until sunset. Hopefully the actual Spike we're going after comes in. Guys, so it's November 26th, and I think it's been a couple days now since we were here last time, and it was raining on us. And today it's pretty cold, so we've kind of just went through a whole bunch of different weather conditions with it being rainy and now it being cold. It's like 40, I think it feels like 40 degrees right now, so definitely feeling a little bit chilly. You can see I got all my gear on, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead, get the cameras up and get everything situated for tonight, and hopefully it just comes in, because he hasn't been on camera here in the last couple days. So I mean, it's definitely the right conditions for him to be coming in. It's really cold, and it's just gonna keep getting colder here. So yeah, that's the plan. Guys, it is December 7th, and it's probably been a couple weeks since me and Caden have been here. And yeah, it's the last day of rifle season, so we started off the season pretty eventful with Caden and Colby shooting some. And now we're on the hunt for Spike. This is the third sit. I know, what's it been, Caden, like a couple times we haven't had a whole bunch of pictures of him on camera, especially not very many in daylight. There were a couple before rifle season, but since rifle season started, it's definitely got him a little riled up. I'm figuring, and just not wanting to show up a whole bunch in daylight, but he'll definitely be back, starting to feed heavier. He's really big still, looks like a giant cow. I mean, just a super mature deer, not very high scoring, but be one of my biggest deer. It's kind of sad to say because I haven't shot very many big ones, but you know, it's not really what it's about. It's about just getting out here and just doing it, having fun, hanging out with your friends. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get sat down, enjoy the evening, hopefully kill one. We'll see. Well, everybody, it is January 7th. So we only got a little over a week left of deer season for Oklahoma archery, but only have one day left for me because tomorrow is Thursday and the next day is Friday, and we're leaving on Friday about midday, heading down to Indianapolis to the ATA show. So first time that any of us ever have gone to that, but pretty exciting. And then get back that Sunday, and then the next day is Monday, and that's the end of break and back to college, sadly. So been trying to get a late season doe like the past couple weeks, been really grinding out on public, and it's a bunch of super close encounters, but we're cutting it close and need some meat to take back to college since we're all broke. So back at Newberry, I haven't hunted here in a while. There's been a bunch of does here lately, and then also Spike, he was here the other day. He disappeared actually for like over an entire month pretty much, once the rut kind of started, and then pretty much the whole month of December he was gone. So he was presumed dead because of how much the neighbors hunt this wheat field over here. I think that's where most of the deer here pretty much live. But he actually hit this corn the other day, and he came right in before legal light ended. So who knows maybe he'll come in, maybe a doe will come in, maybe nothing will come in. Right now our wind is not great. It's supposed to change though here pretty soon and die down a lot. It's pretty windy right now, as you guys can tell, but Spike's a pretty ancient deer for this farm. He's been a very killable deer since last year. He's daylighted many times since last year. His antlers changed quite a bit this year, and I actually passed him up this year even early season back in October, I think, maybe late October. I passed him up, and he's just so mature and big, so you know he wouldn't score for much on his antlers, but we're looking more for the meat today, and he's a mature deer, so it'd be nice to tag out with him. But who knows, best case scenario, doe comes out early and we give her an arrow, and then who knows, maybe Spike will come in later. But just hoping to see some deer in range. The public's been really kicking my butt, so this feels good for a change, scenery, to come back and have a set already hung and just sit down without having to walk 2 miles or sweat my butt off. So who knows, hopefully we'll see some action tonight.